All right, people. So this is part 5 of this. I know I wasn't going to cover all this tonight. People, the reason why they so I've already told you this is on the shills and why they want you out of your house is slow invasion that's underway and all this stuff. This is what it seems like. Now, this is just based on all my experiences and all that stuff. I feel it is my responsibility. I don't want to get involved in all this, people. I don't. You know, I just want to be with my family. And probably the worst thing that could happen right now is, you know, for them to give me everything I wanted. That I feel punitives and everything forever, and then it probably, well, I don't know if I would stop, but I mean, if I knew people were in danger, of course, you know, I'd do what I had to help, but right now, anyway, as far as like this situation, that's probably the worst that could happen to me was, but I just want to be with my family, and all I wanted was just the middle-class home that we had and I worked so hard for and should still be in my possession today. And if it was today instead of back then and what I know now, I have a pretty damn good, forget my language, pretty damn good feeling I would still be in there. So anyway, I'm not done with that situation by any means, but I just feel it's my responsibility to, at least while I'm trying to work my own situation out, to relay to you what I know and what I see because of what I know, and to save you some steps and some time, and to warn you because, to the best of my comprehension, people, I can't say it enough, it looks like a slow invasion to me. You know, it's something that probably the world's never seen before. They're just doing it with, you know, I tried to warn so many people way back, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, that the last administration was doing every bit of it. You know, they were doing every bit of it and setting the stage. You know, literally and basically, you know, had commenced in an invasion and were running over every single American that it came in contact with, or people all over the world, actually, for that matter. And that administration did it all. They didn't have the RPGs, they didn't have the, well, they did, but from what I gather, they took them and sold them to the enemy, you know. But at least that's what I heard. No grenades, no bombs, no nothing. But they started their invasion and just steamrolled every single American they came in contact with, and did it all with a pen. Now, to the best of my knowledge, people, I don't think the American military's ever lost. Maybe, I don't know, people might say, oh, Vietnam might be a different story, but they'll tell you, oh no, we voluntarily pulled out or whatever, or who cares. All I know is I just felt so sorry for those poor boys that had to go over there and do, and not only for them, you know, for the other side as well, you know. These beings, you know, they're just responsible for all this, and the families, and they don't, hang on. Alright, I'm sorry, people. It's just a big unnecessary thing, and it was, and it just caused so much heartache and heartbreak and damage. It just, war should never be, it's not needed. You know, people at the end of the day, all over the world, it doesn't matter where they are, they just want to be with their families and have dinner, and like me, you know, I mean, I don't want anything different. I don't even want to, you know, I think when we're all young, we want mansions and stuff and all that, but I mean, all I wanted was what I had, you know. But no, somebody has to try to scam, I catch the scam, and then, oh, we can't have that. We can't have being caught. So they, basically they send their, literally what all, I mean, I have to describe it as it was, people, and this is the truth. They were nothing but thugs with badges. And they, kidnapped me to make sure that I was apart from, so I couldn't cause them any lawful disturbance there while they were doing what they were doing. And, well, like I said, it's another matter, and I'm not finished with that yet. But for right now, the main focus is yourselves. I'm just concerned because it seems like, to the best of my comprehension, I have to keep saying that, it's a slow invasion, and they're working it now. They've finally done it now. They've started in the Florida Keys. They've already been caught. I mean, if nobody else wants to call it a bust, hell, I will. They're busted. They've been caught. Now, I don't know about this killing people stuff. Let me tell you something about that, people, real quick here. There is a I had mentioned the contract. I call it the contract. Those of you who've been listening to everything that I've said know what I mean when I bring up the contract. There is a contract somewhere, someplace, in one dimension or another, between whether they be supernatural beings or others, but there is a contract somewhere, and it limits what, quote unquote, they are able to do, and it states what they must do before they commence to carry out all of this psychopathic crap they're doing. So, based on that, you have to kind of, I guess the best way to put it is, this is, if you're any good at counter intel, oh my God, I said a new word. That'll be used tomorrow night in several of the show's videos, I'm sure. People, they've been stealing my material for 7 years now. I've seen it in movies, like I said in the previous part. I've seen it in movies, on commercials. I've even seen just colors used that brought up one night, 2 weeks later. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And that's what they do when they listen to your phone calls. It's just one of the things they can do when they listen to your phone calls illegally or whatever. Offline, it's listening to your phone calls or listening to your in-house conversations. Oh, well, this one's got a business idea. They can steal your business ideas. If it's online, well, I don't have to tell you what certain online big, huge auction sites or department stores or just sales sites can do. If they see that a certain account is selling well, it's real easy to go on there when you see all the numbers spike and see what are they selling, how are they doing it, what's the inventory, blah, blah, blah. Send you a couple of complaints. The third complaint, you're suspended, and the next one, you're gone, and they now have cloned your business and are now running it. And that's how they do it. But, it's hypothetical. It's just off the top of my head. I'm just, supposing, pretending, maybe, could be, possibly, hypothetically speaking, of course. I need to get on with this. There's so much to share here, but this is the thing that got me, people. I had to look. Well, okay, there was the guy in Miami who acted like he was on your side. Then, okay, people, I really gotta start booking here. Okay, so I hope you people have got the picture of what's happening. The storms that come in, this is what you need to watch for. But I'm just, To the best of my comprehension, off the top of my head, possibly, it's just possibly, could be, maybe. But I think any of those of you who know my story and what I've been through and what I can do, let me put it this way. To the best of my comprehension, and I don't mean to sound conceited because I am, I have heard people, I've heard bosses of mine before, they've been in such a painful want all their life to, and these are the people that just need to go. They need to go off world or somewhere. But just, if you're going to be like that, don't stay here because you don't belong with good people. They can't wait until they can rule other people. I've had bosses before that say, I'm the boss. You do what I say. I'm the boss. Well, let me tell you something, people. When I ran my own businesses, and I had more than one. I had one main one, and I had two smaller ones, or three smaller ones maybe. But two main small ones, and a big one. That didn't sound proper, did it? Anyway, one main business. I never once described myself like that. In fact, I didn't even call myself their boss. I always said, no, I said, we just, it's thanks to you people that I'm able to do this. And they were thankful because they were able to, to get paid, I mean, they were independent contractors, but I mean, at least they got paid. And, I was able to generate something for them. They were able to generate something for me. So I just said, we all just work together here. That's kind of all we do. So I was just one of the employees with them, and that's how we viewed each other. And that was one of my mandates, and just to be fair to the women, or woman dates or whatever you want to call it, that I promised myself if I ever got to that position where I could make the calls, which I did, and I was very good at it. I mean, and this is the part I'm saying, it was just more natural for me because I knew what needed to be done and all this stuff, but I didn't have to go through the red tape of checking with somebody to see if it was okay. But anyway, I never described myself as the boss. I'm the boss or whatever. I never did that. But I'm gonna have to come close to it now because it's, there's a lot of people's safety that depends on it right now. I never thought that I would ever say that. But when it comes to my comprehension, when I say to the best of my comprehension, the only thing I can do is, you don't have to do that at all. You can just tell me to go take a flying leap at the moon, if it's even there, whatever. But when I say to the best of my comprehension, people, I've rarely been wrong when it comes to this stuff. And unfortunately, that's been an unfortunate notion for me. So I'll come back here in part 6 and I'll try to wrap this up here because I got one more thing I need to relay here, and it's not good. Well, it's not that bad, but it's just one more piece of information. In other words, that it's not happy news or good news, but it's not all that great either. But I'll be back here in part 6 here.